Good morning and welcome to the 9th and the final day of the Essex Way. So I began at Wrabness and I've got about 8 miles or so to go, the first part of which follows the lovely Stour Estuary again, and this time the tide is right in. Yesterday the tide was right out, so I've caught it at a completely different time. I'm going to be following the estuary just for a short way. I'll then cross over some countryside past a couple of villages, and then I think I'll arrive at the sea just south of Harwich, and then I follow the seawall north into the town. It is an absolutely beautiful day. I think it's going to be sunny all day and the views are just fantastic so far. The two nature reserves just along the Stour Estuary were absolutely lovely, but sadly when you leave them you come straight out onto this road and there's not much of a verge. You almost have to jump into the ditch every time a car comes, but thankfully it's only just for a couple hundred metres, and then I'll cross some fields and head over towards my first village. So I'm now coming up to the first village since I left Wrabness, and this is Ramsey. And as you approach the village, you actually see Ramsey Post Mill over there. The mill dates to 1842 and has been given a Grade 2 star listing, and as far as I can see, the route actually passes almost directly next to it. Now just as you leave Ramsey, you've got to be really careful because you've got to cross the A120, and if you're not paying attention you'll continue straight up into Harwich. You actually need to take a footpath on the right, and it's not well signposted, but what it does is it leads you through all these horse paddocks, a nice view to Ramsey Mill over there, and then round to the south side of Harwich. So I've just skirted the very edge of Harwich and joined this footpath to get my first view of the North Sea. And I can see a tower on the distance over there. I think it might be at Walton on the Naze, not quite sure. But I'm going to take this footpath right down to the coast and then follow that left and into the centre, the ancient centre of Harwich. And I also can see the massive cranes over there, which I think are at Felixstowe. So I'm up on what's called Long Bank, and it's actually a part of the sea wall. It stretches out that way, and I'm going to join the sea further down over there shortly. And I've got this amazing view over this great expanse of tidal salt marsh. I can see a little egret and I can hear redshanks over there. It's absolutely lovely, and there's something special about this place because, you know, I've come nearly 80 miles to get here. I started at the end of the Central Line, right on the border of London. And now if I go any further, I'm going to have to get in the sea. It's just such a perfect place to end a long distance walk. You literally cannot go any further. Well, I made it to the North Sea and I've got a lovely view right the way down the coast to Felixstowe over there, and it's about 3 kilometres until I reach the town centre in Harwich.
Following the beach for about a kilometre, the route passes 2 lighthouses, one on the beach and one slightly out to sea. These are the Dovercourt lighthouses, which are protected as scheduled ancient monuments and date to 1862.
This massive structure you can see here is actually Beacon Hill Fortification, which dates to 1889, but it's known that the site was fortified way back into like the medieval period, and then obviously the defences were later upgraded during the World War, and the entire area is a scheduled ancient monument and is very, very well preserved.
Not too far behind Beacon Hill Fortification is Low Lighthouse. This scheduled ancient monument and Grade 2 listed building dates to 1818 and now open to the public as a maritime museum. Just behind the lighthouse is a large recreation field, and on its northern side sits the old re-erected Naval Yard crane. The crane is also a scheduled ancient monument and Grade 2 star listed building and dates back to 1667. It was originally used in the Naval Yard just to the north, but moved here in the 1930s, and likely the oldest of its kind in Britain. Just a stone's throw from the Naval Yard crane is High Lighthouse, another scheduled ancient monument and Grade 2 star listed building dating to 1818. High Lighthouse is also officially the end of the Essex Way, marked by a similar plaque found at Epping Station, just over 80 miles away. I'm not going to end my walk here though, as there is one last historic treat to see in Harwich, and that is the Redoubt Fort. Located just in the town centre is the enormous circular Redoubt Fort, again protected as a scheduled ancient monument and Grade 2 star listed building. The Redoubt Fort dates to 1808 and was designed to be bomb-proof thanks to its mixture of brick and granite construction. The site is open to the public as a museum, but sadly closed for me today. And it's here that I'm going to finish this excellent trail right across the county of Essex.